So I was out thrifting on my birthday, one of my favorite things to do, and I came upon this rack of 25-cent magazines. What a deal, man. Free is best, but 25 cents was awesome, and I found a couple of travel magazines, and in one of them was this stapled insert, and the light bulbs went off. Hey, I'm gonna make a junk journal with it. So this is my just for me junk journal, and this is beginning. I'm gonna cutting the insert down, and I don't know, you'll just see what I'm doing here, and I'll try to explain. I'm going through the journal looking for going through the magazine looking for black and white or images that go with what I have in mind. This one had a whole bunch of beautiful horses and the scenery, and yeah, so it was just like, yep, that's what I want. And so the fastest way for me to get the pictures out is using a ruler with a metal side, and this one happens to be that fuse ruler. Do you remember the fuse? Do anybody still use their fuse? I can't even say it. Where, you'd melt plastic and make picture windows and things like that. Well, I have, I don't know, I packed it away, but I still have the ruler. And anyway, it's a great sharp edge. So it makes getting images out really quick work. And plus I sped up this video. So I have the insert now, and it's stapled. So I'm going to glue 2 pages at a time together, and I'm going to glue the middle part here with the staples, the pronged edge, I guess, is that the right technical term? And just going to glue 2 pages at a time. I did end up gluing 3. I think it was at the front because it wasn't an equal amount of pages by the time I got done, and that's okay. And I'm just going to trim a little bit where the scissors didn't get too good. Those chompy scissors are great, and I've used them in other videos. But I think I had too many pages at one time. I was just real greedy to get it done. Now here I'm using the Aleene's tacky glue. If I had it with me, I would have used just regular school glue, because when I make junk journals, I don't really want to use my more expensive glues. I use whatever, it's glue stick or like I said, the school glue. But here I'm using tacky glue. Now I've got an Olive Garden takeout bag. Yeah. So the way I cut the bag down, instead of going inside and outside of the seam of the bag, I just took a little bit from the outside at the fold, if that makes sense. And I got a straighter line than when I used to go from the inside, outside, trying to follow that fold line. It actually worked out better just to take it from the outside. And of course I'm using my We Are Memory Keepers. It's not a bone folder. What is that called? It looks like one of those cake frosting things, which you probably could just go to the Walmart and get a cake froster. But it's really good for smoothing down large areas and getting the glue moved as best I can, to the edges and the corners. And yeah, I got it in a pack of We Are Memory Keepers tools at Tuesday morning. God rest in peace. And I love it. Here I paused to talk to a fellow artist who came into my shop. It was wonderful. I loved it. She's just a sweetheart. Here are some black and white images that I am ripping the edges apart or off of because I'm at the moment thinking of what I'm going to do with them, and I thought maybe a torn edge would be good. I wanted to distress the colored images with Mod Podge and tea bags, which I have done in the past, but I don't have any dried tea bags and I don't have any time to wait for them to dry. I'm thinking of making these into postcards to go into the journal or pockets. So that's why I'm still not sure what I'm going to do. But anyway, they are prepped and ready to go. Here I am back cutting down the other side of the paper bag. Any paper bag will do that. Cardboard piece now is already pre-folded and it came in with the paper bag. That's what they put the hot food on, and it's great. It's like you look at that and you go, hey, that's a journal cover. That can be a journal cover. So now I'm just going to put the paper bag and glue it on there, and that's going to be my cover. Obviously we'll cut, well, see, now I'm still like making it up as I go along. So I'll just glue the sides down and trim that off on the other sides. Want the notch in the middle for the journal, so I'm just trimming the paper bag away as best I can, and now I'm going to put a little piece of elastic string to hold it in there. I still don't know how I'm going to put the signature in, hold it in, but I had some elastic string with me and that's what I'm going to do. So now I'm going to show you how I'm going to de-stress. Hey, look how fast I am. The black and white, or not, the color images to make them more vintage looking. I'm just using the sepia and a blending brush. It's a makeup blending brush. Nothing craft upcharged. Here's a look at the ink that I'm using. It's Archival ink by Ranger. It's sepia. Archival ink does not run or bleed. It's permanent. I have more videos coming in this series, so stay tuned. See you soon.